Yupa. Good evening. What's your problem? Hey, I'm like that. Flat out your head. Now you're on the floor. Look. Now look. Fire. Anyway, good evening. How's everybody doing? We're on here to play a few tunes. Thanks for joining me. And like I said, if you want me to catch a fish, meet me halfway. I'll catch a fish, no problem. I've no way of tagging them, but if you want me to catch a fish, you know how I'm going to do it. You're going to have to buy the bait. And then I'll do it. YouTube's cost me too much money. 4,000 subs nearly. 80 subs away from 4,000. And then I'm going to do something to hit that last 1,000. I'd like to shout out to Lee Marvin Hitchman. I'd like to shout out to me son. I'd like to shout out to Sean Atwood. I'd like to shout out to Narrative Destroyer. I'm getting this dyed and cut tomorrow. Say goodbye. Anyway, shout out to everybody. How are you doing? You bowsy, you big bunch of bowsies.
Oh, I got off a dusty old room one time in southwest Pecos country and stepped up on the sidewalk. Spur jingles.
Boopa. Let me go back. Anyway, if you want me to catch a fish, you're gonna have to buy the bait. You know, I was gonna go over to TikTok, but I need help. You know, and I can't do without help. You know. Anyway, good evening. Don't all talk at once. How's everybody doing? Shout out to the kids. I've made just 5,500 videos. So, one day, I'm not going to be here. And everyone's going to die. But what are you going to leave behind for your kids? money, memories, megabytes of content. I've made nearly 20,000 videos. I've done over 50,000 live streams in 7 years. That's impressive. That's an achievement. There's no channel in our circle in the 50 channels on YouTube that's made more content than moi. How are you, Hayden? Shout out to Ballymun. Yuppa. Shout out to Ballymun. Kushti. Everything's been for the kids. 20,000 videos. I did this for Ireland. I did it for the Irish community to bring us all together. Together for unity. You look at me and tell me you're going to charge me with impunity? Okay. Shit like that is immune to me, Arthur. Bro, it's been a good week. I've caught a few fish, me and my son. We've caught a personal best perch. I had a feeling it wasn't over a pound. In fact, it wasn't even a pound. When I weighed it the first time, it weighed something like 960 ounces. You know, it's like, so we were a few ounces out, but, you know, Hayden, I'll catch you a fish tomorrow, right, when I go out. Right, you're on the hit list, Hayden. You come in here every day, and I know you're a dub. Hayden, add me on Instagram. Right, so you're on that, right? There, right? Fuck, you're going in pink. Right, bro, I'm sorry, listen, I had to put you in pink, right? But I'll catch you one. I'll try catch you one, I promise. I think, like I said, you know, when I'm out fishing and all, I'm not going to lie right now. I don't like saying this, especially on here, because it gives people, like, they make assumptions about me. Like, I'll tell you something about me. I lost a lot of people in my life, but losing me ma and me dad, it's like destroyed me. But I'm 51 next Friday, and when I go out on the canal, I talk to me ma and me dad. You know, when I'm on the canal, quiet. You know, when you're watching your float and you're contemplating on your thoughts, and sometimes you reminisce, and you know, it's very hard to forget. You know, I'm a forgiver. You know, because if you hold on to grudges, I'll tell you the truth, right? I held a grudge because a certain family member upset me, and I didn't speak to that family member for years. And at the funeral of my uncle a few weeks ago, my brother spoke to this family member who I don't get on with, and we've all put things to side because we lost one of our uncles and my auntie lost her brother. So I said, tell you what, I'll bury the hatchet in your fucking head. We'll bury the hatchet. Yeah. Because we're all getting older. You know, I'm 51 next Friday. You know, 9 years, I'm 60. I'm fucked. So the next 9 years of my life has to be the best 9 years of my life. Because I smoke, you know what I mean? And I know the repercussions. You know, it's very hard for me because I used to be a drug addict, and it's like I've always replaced something with something. Like, I'll give you a prime example. I replaced ecstasy with, okay, so it started with hash on a street corner at 13. Me and me mates worked in a place called Spar Plains, and we all got a wage at the end of the week. So on a Saturday, when we finished work, we'd go down to the De La Salle school, and we'd put a tenner each, and we'd get four £10 deals. £10 deals of weed, right? The hash, sorry. And I remember coming home off me nut, and the group of lads that I was with, it was the same for them, you know. It's like, but when we grew up, we all had different ideas, and it's like I had an idea, and it's like I tried to tell them, listen, this is how you're not gonna go to jail if you do this. You know, we could have a little bit of this cake in this city. You know, we could have a little bit of pull. We have a few shot callers around us. It's like, so we're good. And I believe that. But then it's like, I had a son, and I had to ask myself, what do I do if my son turned out like me? So, in order for my son not to be like me, or to find out what I used to allegedly be like, I said, fuck this, I'm going back to England, because I'm going to take a gamble on me kids rather than me mates. But that come with a price, because whilst in England for 3 decades, over 20 of my pals, 20 of Spencer's pals, you know, all the boys up there, we've all lost people, you know what I mean? And it makes you stronger. You know, God has a sense of humor, I'll say that, you know, because it's not being fucking pleasant, mate. But today I caught a fish for Emmett, so shout out to Emmett. You know, I caught you one, mate. I did say I caught you one, you know. Emmett has been coming in here for a long time, so I thought I'd catch him a fish, you know. Hayden, I'm gonna pencil you in for a catch. So, yeah, I want to catch a few. I want to catch a few fish. I'm gonna try go fishing with another YouTuber called Aztec Media. Aaron.
Brothers and sisters, I want to see your hands out there. I want everybody to kick up some noise. You're the best thing. I will always need you. You're the best thing. I will always need you. You're the best thing. I want to see your hands out there. Always need you. Brothers and sisters, I want to see. I want to see. I want to see. Brothers and sisters, I want to see. I want to see. Brothers and sisters, I want to see.
Guys, I've 5 minutes left. Thanks for coming in, and I'll see you all tomorrow. 80 subs away from 4,000. Now, how about this? I'm gonna make you a deal, right? When I get to 4,000 subs, I'm going to do a few podcasts, and then I'm gonna bring on a few dubs. I'm gonna bring Finn on. I'm gonna bring Jono on. I'm gonna bring Pablo on. I'm gonna bring a couple of people on. I'll bring Mousy on. And it's gonna be a panel of Irishmen now. Again, I'm 51 next Friday. Now, next Friday's the 29th of August. In 15 days after my birthday, the biggest march the UK has ever seen. It's like there's people coming from all over the world to attend this march. There's people travelling from Ireland, from Scotland, from Europe. You're going to see Union Jacks. You're going to see tricolours. You're going to see Scottish flags. You're going to see Celtic flags. You're going to see Rangers flags. And English people and Irish people are coming together as a collective of people who are sick and tired of our government riding us. Now, I got into trouble for saying this, and it's like, it's just a metaphor, okay? Because unvetted males are getting into our countries who are invading our borders. At the moment, we have what's called a pandemic. A pandemic, unvetted men that are coming into our country, and at the end of the day, countries, how you DJ, and the way I see it is, it's like Ireland and England are coming together, you know, and it's beautiful, because at the end of the day, listen, a lot of people turn around and say, because you have, say, certain views, you know, if you speak your mind on here, it's like you can get into trouble. But what I do know is it's going to be one of the biggest congregations of people who are just there to show up to say that I was there on the 13th of September 2025, where London was shut down because there was that many people, you know, the amount of hotels that's been booked in London, you know, Mousie's coming over, a few more lads are coming over, Yowzers going to it. It's like, you know, I know loads of head cases that are going to it, and in all fairness, listen, I don't want to be around that, you know, because it only triggers me, you know, and I'm passionate, you know, I'm a patriot. I've lived in the UK for 31 years and it's been very good to me, you know. Uh, it's been very good to me, you know. It's given me three amazing children, even though I have four, well, 4.5, I have a stepdaughter, but still, you know, it's like your kids are your kids, and I want my kids to be able to walk the streets. I've got daughters. I want my daughters to be able to walk the streets without being worried about being violated, you know. And a lot of men are taking liberties, you understand. And the sad part is, and here, go look at statistics in Dublin, go look at statistics in Rochdale, Manchester. 90% of the people committing sexual crimes and domestic assault and what have you is coming from the Asian community, but it's only a minority, and I'm not telling lies, this is facts. A lot of these Muslim grooming gangs, they hide behind our religion, you know. It's like anybody who does not want their daughter to go to school and to have education as a weapon, where if you die and you only have one daughter and she's left on her own, how is she supposed to survive in the world if she's not educated? You know, like in under Sharia law, women aren't allowed to go to school. Women get whipped in public. Do you understand? If you don't wear a burqa, you're a loca. Do you understand? It's like if I walked around with a balaclava on me every day, I'd get nicked. You know, there's an argument about nuns wearing habits, but at the end of the day, look, I'm not going into it, but I know in 2026 there's a new law coming in where the burqas are being banned. Okay, you're not allowed to wear a mask on your face. You know, you might upset people, but that's the government. You know, it's like, but like I said, see this march. I hope it goes off without a glitch. But listen to me, if you're coming over from Dublin, I have a few people that are going there, and I'm gonna open a little group just in case I don't attend myself. And I'm going to give you a few people's numbers that you might have seen on my channel or what have you who are going. Like, I think Finn's going, I think Lena's going, I think Fable's going. I reckon fucking a few other people will go, you know, but I don't know whether it's a good idea for me to go, you know, because look, you know, I don't want to put myself in harm's way, and there's a lot of people that are going to be snorting cocaine all day, and I don't want to be around that. I'd, nah, listen, bro, I just that's what I don't want to be around, DJ. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm trying. You know, you're a product of your environment, and it's like, bro, of an addicted personality, and I don't want to go down that road again. You know, like, I don't need, I don't, yeah, I feel tired, bro. It's like, but the truth be told, there's a lot of passionate people. I feel melted, bro. Uh, must be the flavour, DJ. DJ, I'm gonna catch you a fish tomorrow. You're next in line, bro. You're a mod, so you come before a few people. In a while, I'm going in to watch something with me missus. So DJ, will you hear this real quick before I go, right, bro? I don't have Sky Sports. I have Netflix. I don't have Amazon Prime. And I watched the first season of Power with me missus on Netflix, but the rest of it is on Prime. So he asked me what did I want for my birthday. So I said, get me a Fire Stick with the football on it for a year and all the UFC and what have you. So yeah, he said, Dad, I'll get you a present on Tuesday. I know it's not your birthday till Friday, but it's just another year, bro. But I'll be over the moon with that Fire Stick. I'm very easily pleased, DJ. You've been coming in here a while, bro. And have you ever heard me saying hit the like button? You know, I don't ask people for fuck all, bro. Like, you know, and it's one of them. I'm a bit annoyed at somebody, right? So out 52 channels that are monetized. My channel was monetized and then I crashed it on purpose. And I don't make money off YouTube. I work very hard. And an individual DJ reached out to me and said, Jude, I'm going to send you something, right? Because of your hard work and what have you, and because you're bringing people together, right? And bro, he told me that he sent certain messages to somebody. And bro, it hurt me feelings. I don't ask people for anything, but if you say you're gonna send me a hat, or you're gonna send me a picture or a fucking whatever, and then you don't, you're making a fool out of me. You know, so I'm really disappointed at that fella. No names, and all jokes aside, I won't name him, but I feel like you've really disrespected me, bro. You know, I've never asked you for anything, and I've always shared your channel and being courteous to you, but don't make a fool out of me, bro. Make me look stupid. You know. I don't like that. And in all fairness, a few people have over the years have donated, like they've donated a prop or bought me a coffee or what have you, you know what I mean? Like I said, bro, I work very hard on this. And I could go over to TikTok. I haven't got long, but one thing I have got is 5,500 videos on this channel. So if I get my missus to upload all them videos, yeah, every one of them, and once I hit I'm 80 subs away from 4,000. So once I hit the 80 subs, I'm gonna bring on a couple of people. There's a few lads that I like that I'm gonna bring on my panel. I'm going fishing with Aaron in a couple of weeks, Aztec Media. If you're not sub to his channel, can you go do it? If you're not sub to Finn's channel, can you do it? If you're not sub to DJ's channel, can you do it? If you're not sub to Hayden, can you do it? And shout out to Iqbal. Yeah, can you give me any wishes, bro? No, Joy, no. I could do it one wish, bro, if you could do it for me. Can you get me inside Area 51? Hang on, guys, give me a second. I'm looking for a track. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming in. I'm getting me hair dyed tomorrow. I need your help. Tell you what, if you want me to catch you a fish, right, it costs £3 for a pint of maggots. And out of that pint of maggots, I'd probably catch about 100 fish. So, how about this? Send me a cap, a picture, a poster, a little ornament, a little holy picture, or buy me a coffee, and I'll catch it a fish. I'll name it for you, and I'll make a shirt. And I'll ask everybody to go sub to your channel too. Like I said, I'm not far from 4,000. Okay, guys, but I'm gonna have to fuck off now. Like I said, it's like I've never asked you for help. I don't even ask you to hit the like button, but I'm getting tired. And I've worked so hard on this, and I'm trying to fill the studio. It's like, if any of you have props, it doesn't matter what it is, right? It could be something as silly as a little happy face, or, you know, I'm an Ireland fan, right? It's like I'm Irish. Shout out to BCT for them lights. You know, of names everywhere, don't mind that. But like I said, I do this on a voluntary basis, on a daily basis, and I've managed to save a few people's lives. You know, Lena has always been very supportive. She's bought me coffee in the past. Finn has been very supportive. He bought me coffee in the past. I'd sooner a book. You know, Finn sent me a Bible. And I'll treasure it. You know what I mean? Finn sent me that. You know what I mean? And I'll treasure it. See that, right? If you donated £50 to my channel, right? Or you asked me, did I want the book? I'd take the book. You know, like, I've got a few things that I'm going to be doing before the end of the year. I'm going to hit me 4,000 subs, and I'm doing a few podcasts with about 3 or 4 people. But once I hit 4,000, there's a couple of people I said I'll bring on, and then I just have to. I'm 80 subs away from 4K. You know, and you can help me with that. Shout out to Ralphs. Like, there's a lot of good people on here, you know what I mean, that have helped me over the years, because when you're doing this job on a voluntary basis, you know, for nearly 7 years, how about this? I'll leave you with this thought. You go abroad and work for 7 years for free and come home to your wife and say, here, I didn't get paid. What is she going to say to you? What's she going to fucking say? I'll tell you what she's going to say, and then I'm away, right? How do you spell divorce? Right, you see this? This is what had happened here. Yeah. One sec. Because if you go to work for them years, and it's like you come home with no money, your missus is going to ask you for a fucking divorce, mate. I'm telling you. One sec. Oh, boys, I don't think I'm going to have time to play this shit. Come on. This fucking bastard, man. Nah, you know what? I'm just gonna sack it, bro, because I can't find the song. It's like, and I just want to go. Hang on, guys. Divorce, right, 1 second. Oh, it's going off my computer. Fuck it. Right, guys, listen, thanks for coming. I'll be back on tomorrow. Yeah, this time next Friday I'm 51. I never thought I'd live to 51. Someone said I look like Casper earlier on. Thank you for that. But anyway, like I said, I've not been sleeping. I don't feel well, but I still do this every day for free. So if you want to send me a prop, a book, a Bible, a poster, an ornament, or if you want to buy me a coffee or donate whatever you want to my fucking channel, knock yourself out, because I'm not going to be here forever. You know, that's a fact. God bless you all, right? See you tomorrow. We out.